Okay, hello, hypothetical people who may watch this video. Um, so, as you may or may not be able to tell from presumably the title of this video and the way in which I will have loudly advertised it, I'm on Uchu and we've got Wincent.
Hello, I'm Vincent.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who makes Uchu.
Yeah, he's the guy who actually knows what he's talking about, because I figure you people have been listening to me making random videos for ages now, and I don't know what I'm talking about. He does. So, no pressure.
So first objective, let's try to get into Avant Gardens.
Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking, because I don't know, I did discuss this in a video at one point, but how sort of like AI, the enemies having AI would be such a big thing for like keeping people interested. It would suddenly mean you could do stuff like battle and infestation, avant-garde and survival, etc. People could start having loads of fun on things like that. But I also was sort of thinking like PvP could have a similar effect as AI. And so if you had a server with some reasonable degree of PvP, and like some PvP game modes, etc., people could have a reasonable amount of fun on that, which was the plan, but real life happened.
It adds a lot of replayability.
Yeah. Oh, I got a chicken. I haven't seen that chicken on any other server. Shoot, and
So it's part of a Lua script. I think it has a 1 in 40 chance of spawning.
I must say, Uchu will never reach the high level of LCDIU, in my opinion, until you get a bug where I can accidentally fly a Christmas tree instead of the rocket. It's still one of my best highlights from my entire time in the community. I'm just going along.
So when you launched from Venture Explorer down to Avant Gardens, it just randomly showed you flying a Christmas tree.
No, it wasn't. It's something to do with property building, and it's still technically, and I think it's the first object you place down, it still thinks you're holding by the time you leave, some of the time, or something like that anyway.
So then you were holding a Christmas tree.
So then I was holding a Christmas tree, and the game decided, because I was holding a Christmas tree, that I wanted to fly the Christmas tree. It was... I love LU code sometimes. Okay, I can see me, I can see you. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, it has something to do with the latency.
I can believe if it's like latency, then it's... Latency is always the weird glitches.
We could try the monument speedrun.
Oh god, I've been like for ages, like I used to be able to do it, and then I just haven't practiced, and I just say, I'm fully up for trying it, but I'm gonna be awful. I'm interested to see how far do missions go?
There's the emote mission that you can complete, and the mission after that is as far as you get.
Yeah, so the rebuilding the sentries into turrets, that one.
No, the mission where you have to buy the armor polishing things. The vendors work, but it doesn't count the polishers properly.
I mean, in fairness, that compared to the first time I did DLU, and I just remember the truly beautiful sight of buying like one Quixsicle and getting 1,000. I typically say 1,000 as an exaggeration, but in retrospect, no, it was actually 999.
In that case, it was probably more than 999. That's the size max goal.
Yeah.
There was also this bug where DLU didn't register that you had completed the mission, so you could just click the complete button how many times you wanted and get the rewards.
Oh, that's good.
So you just skyrocketed in the levels.
What triggers, by the way, the ambulance lift up and down?
That's a script.
Okay.
Moving platforms are a bit buggy.
That counts as a moving platform then?
Yeah.
Now I get to find out about the armor polish glitch.
You'll see when you buy the polish, or attempt to buy 3 polish at once, maybe?
It's worked for me.
Okay, I actually managed to complete that mission. There's no way we were getting the quick builds.
Yeah. So, over to the monument it is then.
So, should we just place ourselves down here?
Yeah.
So, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, you're actually taking the good path.
Well, the thing is, like, there's a 90% chance I'm going to muck this up. So either I will definitely win or I will lose by a significant margin. Oh, okay, now I'm backing out. I'm too scared. I'm not going to be able to make that proper route.
No, mucked up. So, you're going to beat me. No! I fell. I didn't make the jump. By the way, do bouncers work?
Most.
Does the one on top of the Maelstrom guy's head work?
I think so. Let me try.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh.
I tried making that as a running jump, which you can do, but I've never managed to get reliably to work.
GG.
GG. So we'll try a little prop hunt here.
Woo!
So just to demonstrate, you write /prop and then space the loot that you want to transform yourself into, and then you slide and then you write /reveal to transform back. If you want to check the loot of something near you, then you write /near in the chat, and it will give you the information you need.
I'm assuming it's got to be something that's got the placeable tag set to 1.
Well, don't transform into a trigger or anything.
Yeah. Dang it.
So I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'll just
Go into the corner.
Here.
Okay, am I able to move whilst being a prop?
No, that would be cheating.
Okay.
Well, your character is eliminated, so you can't
I
move.
physically can't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have typed /prop.
So you're done?
Yep, I'm done.
All right.
Not gonna lie, I'm quite pleased with this hiding place, which means you're gonna get me in seconds, just inevitably. I hope this makes interesting viewing for you at home, because one of the cool things I didn't realise is that it fixes the camera.
You can rotate the camera if you hold down the middle.
I'm using a trackpad. I can give you a clue if you want.
Sure.
You have already gone past me.
Oh, I'm afraid that isn't very helpful.
I don't know how many places you've gone. Sorry.
Are you this table?
I'm not whatever table that is. Sorry, I can't see. Yeah, I would do like.
Could I get another clue?
Yeah, I would do hotter or colder, but I can't even come up with it.
We are in the launch area, right?
Yep. Yes, we're in the launch area. I am not anywhere on the picnic area.
Are you down by the buffaloes, maybe?
I am somewhere in that area. Yes.
Let's check behind some trees here.
I can see you. Oh, I didn't even realise you'd get behind those. So voice break again.
You're not down in the water, right?
I'm not, although I wish I'd thought of that at the time.
Are you one of the buffaloes?
I am indeed.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. How did I think of that?
I was slightly worried it would just give me the buffalo model, but it gave me the like press to tame and everything. Okay, I will go.
And that's very clever.
The other thing is, I still haven't found a.
Right, I'm ready.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I still haven't found a way to reliably upload videos this long for Viceski, so I don't know if we'll ever actually, if this video will ever see the light of day. I'm assuming you're not too far up the road.
Well, we're in the launch area.
Yeah, I'm really worried because I'm now seeing all these rocks everywhere, and if you are one of these rocks,
I am not one of those.
Good, because there are so many of those. I'm checking. Do you necessarily have collision, or you just have collision if the original thing had collision?
Yeah. What it essentially does, it destroys your player, and it spawns the object.
Okay. This table feels suspicious, but
No, I am not the table.
but there's a bit of ground underneath. Please tell me you're not that butterfly.
No. You're in the right area.
Okay, so it's picnic area somewhere, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can I ask how large you are? Or would that give it away?
I would be 3 bricks high.
Three, is that 3 studs or like?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. That's quite hard to
Yeah.
say actually. Isn't it?
Not those small ones,
Yeah,
like
the 3
those
normal
1 by
suspects.
1.
I die everything. Are you a smashable?
Right.
I'm just kidding.
I was that trash can.
You were with trash can. Oh, seriously? Okay, so
Yeah.
I went over there and thought this trash can was misaligned by comparing it to the one you were. Oh, very good.
Well, I thought it was quite obvious.
Oh,
There wasn't a
evidently
trash can on
not.
the other side, and I was floating a bit.
Oh, I didn't see you were floating. I just thought, yeah, trash cans on both sides, nice symmetry. Ironically, the fact there was a trash can on both sides made me think that was what made me think you were this one.
So let's try some PvP.
Ooh, PvP. Okay.
So just type /PvP on. When we're done smashing each other here, we'll actually put on some.
Some gear. Is that what you mean? Ow. That hurts. I thought we were friends. Oh no, this is the corner. Gotta get away. Okay, I'm finally back to full health. Okay.
Those are some nice moves.
No. Ah.
1 HP. 0 HP.
Yeah.
So now we can go on to our favorite item lookup and equip some faction armor or something.
Oh god. I'm preparing to be utterly demolished by a wormholer.
Did that do any damage? Oh, yeah, it killed you.
Just a little. I really like the prop hunt thing. I feel there should be something to prevent me just going around and smashing literally everything. But that was really cool.
Yeah, there should be some kind of command to reveal everyone within a certain radius.
Yeah. And maybe
So
you can only
you-
use...
so-
like,
yeah.
Yeah, and if you can only use that like 3 times every so often or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this Python scripting you've got, that
Yeah.
looks... I'm assuming the idea is you'd be able to write something like that sort of prop mod via that Python scripting.
Yeah. Hopefully some people do stuff with it.
I mean, that's exactly, especially if, because I know there's been I'm not just because this video is going to be like public, and I don't know I necessarily want to advertise the server yet, but because people have been interested in hosting Uchu, if some of those people ever do
and that ever happens, it
Yeah.
could be quite cool to sort of have a server and have people just writing mods for this random public server.
Yeah,
Like-
those scripts can access everything the server can, so people will have to be careful with
Oh.
what scripts they load.
Do you know what it is, by the way, that causes the 1240 imagination glitch?
The server does send a very... It's very odd that the server has to send a packet to fix it. But if that packet is sent, then theoretically the client that shouldn't happen. But it still does sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know
It's very odd. Do you want to do a prop hunt here?
Yeah. Yeah, I just love the prop hunts. Yeah, so when you're doing stuff, how much are you sort of how much is it testing server code that you've written, you think it should work, and you're sort of trying to debug it, or how much of it is actually trying to work out what the server needs to do and what the game expects from it?
Those moving platforms, for example, there is supposed to be a bitmap to tell it how to move. That's completely unknown at the moment. I've just been testing values for that.
Okay, yeah. That's interesting.
Then there's things like the mission system, which is very well known. So those things you just have to do by the paper.
Yeah, okay. And so how hard is it? Because I know when I spend time writing code, 90% of the time is debugging. But how bad is it if you are trying to implement something which is quite well known from the mission system, for instance?
Well done.
Most of those things are very tedious.
Fair. I'm still.
Are you still building?
I can't stop building.
Oh.
My hands are just getting faster and faster. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay. I'm going to enjoy using the best feature of LEGO Universe, which is spinning around a dead body inside a barrel. This game was darker than I remembered it.
Let's see what's up here. Okay, so there was a rock here that just completely disappeared. What?
What? Did it go out of range?
I'm just going to stop asking questions now. I just walked through a rock and made it to the race place. I'm just going to move on from this,
I'll have to watch the video to see what happened there.
this particular event. That was very, very strange.
Do you know if there's a way of getting out of bounds in an old forest? By any chance?
I don't know of any.
No, I just wanted because
Just because you are the only person who's ever told me an out of bounds glitch.
You mean that Avant Garden was?
Yeah,
one?
and that's the only out of bounds glitch I know. So therefore, I just assume.
Yeah, me too. And I learned that from an old James.
Yeah, but come on, we all learnt everything we know from James videos.
Yeah. Well, Jamester's Let's Play is the only full Let's Play we've got, isn't it? Had LU come out today, I think we'd seen a lot more of those.
yeah.
And I hope when we've got a finished LU server that we'll see some more Let's Plays.
That's the thing. I'm sure, like, because everyone now, sort of like as a kid, everyone wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
If you ask kids in the US, it's the most commonly wanted job. Yeah, and it's like 30% or something, something truly terrifying like that.
Crazy.
And like, given that for a short time at least, it will be content nobody else is producing. Well, I mean that's in fairness.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking about my channel with Vicey at one point, and it's just, this as a channel, the only reason this YouTube channel works is because no one else is doing any like content, etc. Like, it's very easy to get like 20 subscribers when you're doing something nobody else is doing.
You have a monopoly of the alley video market.
Yeah, I do. And it's sort of like, and it's not because I'm very good at making videos. It's because I'm the only person who's doing it, which, like, I'm not going to complain too heavily about.
I really didn't remember all these places, so I sort of assumed that, like, aside from the monument, etc., there weren't that many technically challenging areas in LU. But actually,
I think there's a place in the Ninjago caves.
oh god, no!
Which
Don't
is
talk to me
very-
about those. No.
No, because there is history. I have history with those caves. Oh no, it's not the caves. It's actually the rooms
Leading up to their rooms in the monastery, because you've got daily missions, and I didn't realise they were daily missions. I thought they were proper main quest chain missions.
and I was not very good at parkour as a kid. So I died so many times to the lava mission, so many, and lost so many coins thinking it was parts of the main quest chain, only for the mission to then reset the next day. And I thought there was a glitch, and so I was like, well, great, now I've got to do the mission all
that
over
would have been
again.
infuriating.
That was not one of my better moments. We were both just, no, you go first, no, you.
There's invincible bouncers here.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Let's see if this works. I'm sure. Yeah, sorry, it's taking me ages.
I think you just need to. I think just come and take a look now. See if you can find me.
Oh God. What are you?
This says. I just looked up bone in the objects table, and there was this environmental thing called Perf 1005 bone, and it's this.
Anyway, I am going to officially make this video an advert for the fact that Uchu now has scripting.
That's brilliant. I figure I'm just going to mention that and tell everyone to
Check out Uchu on the GitHub, because the really cool thing about scripting is that means that, like, one of the things, I don't know, for me at least, one of the things that always sort of prevented me like working on servers was typically the fact that, implementing interesting stuff was the fact that I had to know stuff about the server mechanics. Like, I never really did. I didn't really understand that, certainly until recently, and now that recently I don't have the time to do any of it. And so it's sort of, but I did have time for when I was doing stuff like Jailus, and I did still have time. I could mod stuff, and I think loads of people in the community can probably mod, but they can write scripts to do things, but they may not have enough experience to actually develop a server. So, yeah, I'm hoping we're going to get some good community-made mods. That's to you, wherever you are watching
That
this.
would be great if people looked into it.
I'm watching you.
that actually gets creepier than I intended it to be.
So, whilst I have you and this is loading, do you have any thoughts on mods you think would be cool to see, or like new game modes or ways of playing LU?
Well, mini games. like the prop hunts
Yeah.
will probably spur up.
You're saying some sort of collection mission? Sounds like an Easter egg hunt.
Well, that could work also.
You
Or,
saying-
or you could have prop hunt without someone else. You could just spawn one random thing in a zone, which you should find.
Is there a reliable way? Is there a reliable way of spawning stuff, particularly on a surface? Because I know there's the whole thing.
You'd probably have to specify coordinates.
Yeah. Well, because I know Simon has mentioned with regards sort of the Opcrux movement that if you spawn an enemy or try and move an enemy beneath the world, it will automatically spawn on the surface. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But yes, so like I know, the one thing I've sort of always wanted us to get in LU was like a decent variety of PvP game modes, and that looks quite possible. is what I'm thinking now. So yeah, I mentioned before that I was trying to do one with Jailus, but honestly, for starters, I was having problems finding someone to host it, which was the reason that never happened, amongst other things, because I didn't want to do like say, hey, I'm hosting a public server until I had someone to actually host it. But I also, because everyone hates people who host public servers, but then that meant I also couldn't find anyone to host it, which was a bit of a catch-22. But if we do get an Uchu host, and then because just with the ability to start programming the stuff, you could do some really some really fun game modes. It seems like, because you could have potentially large number of players.
You could do balanced PvP. I think the current LU PvP might be a little bit unbalanced.
It is? Well, I can believe certainly if at the moment if I were to attack you and you were to attack me, I think we know how that would end.
You remember that barrage attack I used?
Yeah. Yeah, what I probably should have done, had I been intelligent, would have been to ask people for a list of topics to discuss during world loading screens.